Hey everyone, it's Shannon. Apparently, I have nothing to do better on a Friday night than to answer your questions. So, let's get started. Do your parents know you're gay? If yes, how did you tell them? And did they accept you? Um, I was forced out to my mom in 6th grade. So, I was really nervous about telling her. And, because I didn't know what her reaction would be. And, when I did tell her, I broke down in tears because I was so scared. And she did understand. It took her not that long to um, get to understand or to accept me. But my grandmother, on the other hand, I told her last April, and she's still having a hard time with it. But that's just because of when she was younger. Back then, being gay wasn't, or being bisexual even, it wasn't that usual, I guess you could say, back then as it is now. So yeah, they do accept me. Describe your crush. Well, I don't know. I have a lot to say about her, but I just can't get them all into this video because it would take too long. But I will say this: she's amazing. She's always there for me, and when I need someone to talk to, the past few nights I've been flipping out when, I completely regret it. And she's still my friend, and I think we've gone through it together, and I think our friendship has gone stronger because of it too. We're always there for each other when our depression tries to crush us, and she's just everything I could ask for in a best friend. She's kind, she's beautiful, sweet, caring, funny, and just fun to be with. I'm glad to know her, and I'm even more glad to call her my best friend. So, if you're watching this, just know that I love you, I'll always be there for you, and, you're just amazing, so don't doubt that. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, with any person, including celebrities, where would you go, and who would you choose? I'd probably go to Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. Not many people have heard of it, and they barely know, it's a real place. But, it's 19 miles south of the Canadian border, and it's just the most relaxing place I've ever been to. And as for who I would choose, I don't know. It's a tough pick between my best friend Allie and my best friend Caroline. They're both really fun to be with, so I don't know who I'd bring. If I could bring both, I would. Do you have any nicknames? If so, what are they, and who calls you them? Right now, all I can think of is Shanny Banani. My uncle calls me that, and Caroline calls me that. But they both have different spellings, but they're the same. And Shane. My Allie, my best friend, calls me that, my alter ego. What's your opinion on abortion? I'm kind of borderline. I'm not for it, but I'm definitely not against it either. I guess it depends on the circumstances. If you want an abortion, but you weren't forced to be pregnant, then, if you weren't raped, then why get one? You basically chose that. However, if you were raped, then, yeah, I would, I have no problem with someone getting an abortion. Only because some people might not want to remember what happened, and to some people, that child or children could be something to remember that by. And as harsh as that sounds, that's kind of my thought on it. On a brighter note, favorite Hot Shell Ray song? I don't know. Probably Hung Up, one of their new songs. But I don't know. It's just catchy, so I think that's why I like it right now. If you could dye your hair any color, what color would you pick? I don't know. Probably like a lighter blonde. Or like chocolate brown. I don't know. I don't really want to color my hair. But yeah, if I wanted to, probably a lighter blonde or chocolate brown. Muffins or cupcakes? Tough choice. Probably cupcakes. I've never tried to frost a muffin before, but I don't think it would really taste that good. And plus, cupcakes are, like, softer anyway. Travel the world or travel space? I think traveling the world. Because I think it would be interesting to see, like, all the different types of, like, hobbies that people around the world have and whatnot. Or their culture. That would be interesting, too. Space, I don't find space interesting at all. If you could talk to anyone in the world right now, who would you talk to? I don't know, probably my dad. Because he lives in Michigan and I don't get to talk to him that often. So, probably him. Like, catch up on what we've missed. And get to know him more. Top 3 favorite bands. Tough one. Probably the band Perry, 6 a.m., and Black Veil Brides, in no order. If you could ask the world for one thing and they had to comply, what would it be? None of you are going to get the answer to this, but a Shareline date. Just, because every time we try and plan one, it doesn't happen. And Shareline is Caroline and Shannon together. So, for a friendship ship name. So, I don't know. That'd probably be the one thing I'd ask for. Equality for LGBTQ community or women. Probably the LGBTQ community. Because right now, I think that's kind of a big issue. Because why would we need to, have laws passed for us to marry who we want to marry? Like, having a same-sex marriage won't affect your life. And I don't see why we have to have it legalized. Like, if you don't approve of gay marriage, don't get gay married. That's, one of the sayings I see often, and I kind of agree with that. Like, just let people be happy. Like, straight people didn't have to have their marriage legalized, so why should it be a big deal for the LGBTQ community? Just marry who you want to marry. Why are you Spider-Woman? Okay, that's an inside joke. Because my last name's Parker, and, apparently I'm related to Peter Parker, so apparently that makes me Spider-Woman. But, I don't know. That's all the questions people have asked me. So until next time, see ya.